How's it going, guys? Welcome to Tardy Pardy episode 2. We got today Chris. We've got our good buddy Duncan over there, and we've got Draven down there in the corner, and behind camera we've got the Ghost.
Until freaking Ghostface Killer gets me, I'm gonna steal his name right now.
We roll with it.
It's a work of fiction. I think you can take it. Just don't get copyright stricken.
Yeah, I ain't rapping.
A little wosy hat.
I'm gonna start calling you Jamie. Jamie, pull that up. Just gonna steal Joe Rogan's stuff.
Just don't play with the lights too much.
Yeah.
Just keep throwing a new name at me every time. Screw it. Give me $1.
Listen here, Bill.
Denise, I need you to go. No, grab that for me.
You mean D Nice?
D Nice, Aaron.
Oh,
That's so good.
Jay Quellen, can't forget that one.
Oh, what was the?
I never liked when they used to take attendance at school.
Oh
It
God.
was so embarrassing. Like, dude, you can see them right here.
Yeah, it makes sense for the first week, but it's like
Yeah.
after that, you know, at least in middle and like elementary school, you had the same students every day, all day. You're telling me you can't memorize 30 names for 185 days?
No,
Like-
come on now. You expect people to remember anything?
I mean, like,
As a teacher's assistant at one point,
I can't
nah,
fucking
couldn't do it.
it's
What?
not-
I have like 100
It is
people on
hard.
shift every day, and I get like maybe 60 of them I know off the top of my head.
Your brain is built to remember about 110 people, so you're always about 50 over.
I
know
can
what?
name
That
like
tracks.
3
Because I have
off the top
all
of
the
my
people
head.
in my life.
Yeah,
Just,
but
you
like
know,
that's
ask
just how the
myself.
brain is programmed. Is like it's a 110, 150
Yeah.
that you can memorize of names, and then after that you kind of poof. So yeah, doing attendance is a good way to refresh your memory, but you're supposed to kind of be able to silently take it over
Right.
time.
All right.
But it also helps if the teachers had a personal relationship
Yeah.
with
Oh,
the
100%.
students. 'Cause it's like, hey, I know that kid.
Well, when my professors in college would take attendance, like it showed our student ID photos next to our names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was like you could, so
Well,
no one
that's
could
the
be
thing.
like here for their friend to get the attendance point.
Remember, college is also much more well-funded than most public school systems.
That's one way of putting it.
Well, that's fair. I didn't
Listen, we don't talk about the embezzling part.
Oh, dude.
Yes, we jumped there.
Our high school teacher made away with, if the rumors are to be believed, like $2.5 million, and they never got him.
Whoa.
Yeah, that happens.
Wait,
And it was like,
how they clean their money out?
I have no clue.
Look,
It was
What?
used for supplies, but
I don't
there
remember
was always
how
a shortage
much
of
my high school
supplies.
principal used to get paid,
Wow.
but I know
Not
he
much
was
money.
doing pretty
Right.
well off. The only number I can recall from my high school principal was like $300,000 a year,
oh, not it's.
and
from
then the
what I know, this guy's
superintendent
doing
was
it
like
for a while.
$750,000 a year.
I don't get it, man.
That's buku.
Dude, it's the middle of nowhere. How are they reeling in this much money for
Yeah.
these guys? Like,
State funding, gotta be. I don't know.
and then you get places like where he went to school.
All over the damn place where like our funding was
Yeah.
pretty decent. Like it was studying for like getting jobs and things like that for the future. And like they were
Yeah.
actually funding into like letting us build like hardware and things like that. And then now they're not even doing that kind of stuff anymore.
Yeah.
The tech schools, do you think
Yeah.
they get rid of the tech schools?
Yeah, they took the tech school out of the real school.
Damn.
That happens.
'Cause
that
I-
happens all the time, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah.
I was not great at real school, but I was excellent when you put things in my hands and let me take them apart and put them back together.
I probably would have done real good in tech school. Back?
Towards the edge.
Okay.
Okay.
I probably would have done pretty damn good in tech school, but I couldn't afford to go to tech school. So like I was stuck in regular school. I took intro to engineering and design instead.
It didn't cost me that much because I did work through the school to help pay for the extra stuff that I did.
You got to work. Not many people get to work.
I started working at the age of 10 years old.
Shit.
Are you still in the United States of America at 10 years old work?
With parental permission, I think.
I was working on
But,
farms for a long time.
Oh, okay, that's
No, I was like working as like a employee at a farm with a bunch of Jamaicans and like other people.
Jesus. I feel bad now.
And then during a teenager,
Yeah, those
I
other
got
people.
to get
I have,
a
like, 30
partnership
Jamaicans
with
that I
like
don't
the
know.
Worldwide Organization of Farming to like take a summer trip down to like Jamaica, and then do like some banana picking
That's
over
like
there after
15
I
miles
spent
away.
like 2 to 5 years strawberry picking.
Wow, bro. I gotta respect that. Because I remember when I was 12 and I seen, my parents going through hardships.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I want to help you work. And it was a big no-no. They sat me down, they tucked me down. But at least you get to work and help out at that age.
It has its pros and cons.
Yep.
I would have done it. It was just me, my mom, and my brother growing up. So it was like, if my mom was working, someone needed to watch my brother.
I mean,
this was as the younger brother. This is what the younger brother chose to do.
Right.
So the older brother, you best be doing something better than me.
I mean, I can't exactly state what my older brothers were doing when, I was 12 years old when it was 2008.
Oh, I can tell you exactly what my brother was doing. He was getting kicked the fuck out of high school.
There's that part, but nah, my
brother was getting me in trouble.
Yeah, no, my dad owned a structural insulated panel shop, which is part of housing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's, these big panels that are like, they're about 10, 12 feet tall, and they're like,
yeah, isn't that what they line the freaking houses with at first?
Yeah, it's great for insulation purposes and stuff like that. And then things were going pretty good in 2006. They got better in 2007, and then 2008 hit. Everything.
I know. I should have been buying houses, but I was only 8 years old.
You failed.
I couldn't do long division at that point in time, but I should have bought a house.
No, you should have kept buying magic cards.
Yeah. Dude, I couldn't even, magic cards were $4.25 a pack back then, and I still couldn't afford them. All my cards are hand-me-downs.
Hey, listen. Your parents' choices was either a pack of magic cards or a gallon of gas.
Actually, wait. The gallon of gas
it was like 2 gallons.
wildly like cheaper.
Yeah, things are expensive.
2008?
In 08, comparatively to now?
Right.
Hell, correct me, because I'm pretty sure back in 08, the price per gallon was spiking in some parts of the world, but in others it was staying pretty reasonable.
Why do we need the computer?
I
This
would-
dude knows like everything.
Nah,
Holy shit.
it's not that he...
No,
knows
I
everything.
like.
There's certain
At
things.
least
but
correct
yeah.
me.
No, I remember back then when
Because like
I was
there
living
was,
out
I know
towards-
Georgia was complaining about $5.31 a gallon or some shit like
yeah,
that.
up here where we used to get gas at was like $5.15 a gallon.
Yeah, and then
That was
and
over towards the seacoast too.
yeah.
I never saw the price of gas, even in like 08, 09 when my mom would stop for gas.
But
I swear
that's
to God, it was
during
like
the
320
peak
max.
of the housing crash, right?
Yeah, that was, like I said, 08.
So if we're going from that approach, the magic cards are still cheaper.
Do you know what wasn't cheaper that I was also trying to buy at that point in time? Little freaking action figures, the stick fuzz. You guys even remember those?
No, but
They were like stick figure action figures. It was the weirdest thing, but you could get like, they had a samurai pack, right? They had a dune buggy pack, and it was literally just like a whole bunch of stick figures, and you built this dune buggy or whatever.
yeah, that
They had a Vietnam like mortar team pack, and it came with 6 of them. It was like $40 for it then. If you look it up now, I actually just looked it up the other day because I've been thinking about these things a lot recently. Dude, the pack for a single one when I was a kid was $15. It's like $65 now. They also don't make them, and they haven't for like 10 years.
You're now opening a toy line in my head that I kind of want to play with, and I might make bootlegs for.
I'm not gonna lie, when we hit the point where we can start like doing things other than just like the gaming on the gaming channel and these podcasts, I actually have heavily considered bringing those back. Those were so fucking fun as a kid, the stick fuzz.
Yo,
They were just insane.
Yo, other fun things that don't exist from our childhood now.
BB guns.
Bionicles.
Those are illegal to
Oh.
make now from the Lego company.
Really?
Of course
Why?
they are. Because Lego is a bunch of dicks.
No, it's actually
Have you seen
a
the
light.
Have you seen the buildable hot dog piece though? That goes hard as fuck. You literally put the hot dog in the bun. That's it. Sorry,
There's a licensing problem from the Bionicle lore writers and the Bionicle film and games and all those things.
Yeah.
That TV show and
Um,
stuff. That sounds about right.
And to the toy line, so everything is kind of screwed to be able to play with it. I saw a good YouTube video about it, but like,
Okay.
I still have the robot scorpion that they fought in the TV show and then released a set for.
I like the-
literally folded that up and stuck it in like a Maxwell House coffee can to keep it safe.
is that the one with like the grubs in the back?
Yeah, well, they've got the little rock men or something like that.
Oh, okay. With the like the rubber garments kind of going on down the spine. Okay, I like the ones with like the little like glow in the dark grubs in the spinal cords.
Okay.
With like the bug heads that kind of look like a slasher.
Okay, yeah. I also liked they had one of the Bionicles came with like a repeating crossbow style weapon, and
Yeah, that was a part of the
This-
golden mask. grid.
yeah, the golden mask. And this is gonna sound so weird. Like this is one of those memories that I just remembered, and now I'm like, oh, this sounds weird. And I'm about to say it out loud. The projectile sizes were the same size as the dog treats we had.
Oh yeah, the
So I
little
used to-
frisbee launcher.
Yeah, so I used to load the freaking Bionicle's gun with dog treats and launch them for the dog.
Oh,
And then
God.
the dog started to associate Bionicles with treats. I had to stop playing with the Bionicles and
loved your dog into Bionicles.
yeah, but only if I used the crossbow. It was really funny. She recognized that it was the crossbow piece.
So
'Cause if
I had
brought
a
out the swords, she wouldn't care.
I have a funny story about that exact same Bionicle. So,
The green one, I think.
yeah, it was the
Yeah,
green one
yeah.
and the white one. The white one shot the orbs,
yeah.
and the
Oh,
green
that
one
was the
shot
one.
the discs.
I had the white one because he shot the orbs, and we got these like all natural dog, treats or whatever.
So those used to remind me of a PC game called Tribes. And the whole gimmick of it was like anti-gravity shoes and a jetpack. You're moving like 500 miles per hour down the road on a
Okay.
battlefield-sized map with battlefield equipment, playing capture the flag.
I was gonna joke about this sounding like what is it called from Cool Math Games, Runner or whatever.
God.
I was like, man, this sounds
Oh,
like this, and then you're like,
God.
you're playing Capture the Flag, and it's basically Battlefield but super speed. I was like, oh shit, okay, this sounds really cool actually.
And
I
like
can't
you're
wait.
wearing like a Master Chief like suit.
Okay.
So those toys reminded me of that, and I used to kind of just like pretend that I'm playing Tribes with my fucking Bionicles, and it was pretty fucking sick.
I used to try and make stop motion Lego films.
Yo, a ton of kids used to do those.
Yeah.
I was
yeah.
inspired by the guy who remade an entire round of Call of Duty Zombies. Like there was a kid who basically redid Call of Duty Zombies cinematics in Legos. I was like, oh, that's cool as fuck. So I tried to do something similar, but I didn't have enough pieces to like actually make a set. So it'd just be a wall, and there'd be like 20 different fucking colors in one tiny little section like this, because I didn't have a lot of 4x4s, or sorry, 4x2s. I didn't have a lot of freaking like 2x2s or anything, or 2x4s and 2x2s. I'm not good with numbers. I didn't have a lot of those pieces, so it was just like random colors go. And I
Okay.
never ended up posting them because I told my dad that we should make a YouTube channel for me to do it, and he was like, "Yeah, we'll do that next weekend," and then that never happened. It was always next.
Hey,
weekend.
hey, hey! Now it's next weekend.
That's true. Although I'm not digging those videos back out, dude. I mean, we're talking like it'd be like trying to watch something in like 5 frames a second. I was not very good at like.
But
now this time we can actually play with
144?
real toys.
And we can maybe do Kinder Daytona.
That's true. But here's the thing. Oh, we should get
I've
a.
got my 360, and I just need one more controller for 4-person player.
I have.
I
the
might have
controller,
that
but it's
controller for
jank.
you.
Oh, we
it's actually
might
for
have
the
5
PC, but-
controllers.
We could
I mean, that's
definitely
fair.
do some Keno.
Or-
Xbox 360?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
I have one, but I don't know.
You can join that shit. That's the
Yeah,
controller.
hell yeah, man.
Jump in.
Yo,
Enough in a while.
Right?
I've got
The
I've
bugs
got
start
my
running out.
360. I've got my Series X, which I don't use the Series X anymore.
Hell, no, I'm never gonna actually tell. I was never gonna.
Hey.
So
The only reason I care
hear
about
me out.
this.
Call of Duty Black Ops 3 on PC is the worst buy you can do on Steam. Call of Duty Black Ops 1 is also a terrible buy on Steam. The prices are absurd because Activision are assholes.
Oh yeah.
$300 for Black Ops 3 Game of the Year edition.
Never mind, that's totally worth it. No, I'm kidding. I was gonna say, have you played Advanced Warfare though? Because that's still $60. And
I have not touched Advanced Warfare. I have not played a Call of Duty game in years.
I have mixed feelings about it. If I'm gonna be real, like the
Black Ops 3 is only good because it has a mod kit.
Isn't that the one that added prop hunt for a while, and that's what everyone was using?
It
For
has
prop hunt?
prop hunt. It has.
Because now the new ones just have it built in.
It has prop hunt. It has a level editor to make custom zombies maps and custom game modes.
What I'm hearing is that I should probably bring my 360 out someday because I
have the $300 copy of Black Ops 3. I just gotta.
I don't have that. I've got OG Black Ops.
I have all the way up to 3. That's all I can say.
I've got whatever's
Halo
on Game
1,
Pass
2, 3, and
for
Reach.
Call of Duties.
I'm certain you've got ODST as a hard copy kicking around somewhere.
I have Halo's Combat Evolved, both remastered and not, all the way through till Reach. The only ones I don't have on disc are 4 and 5.
I am exactly the same.
It's
I
not
have
worth picking
one-
up 4 and 5.
I know
in
it's
my
not.
opinion.
I
That's why
have
I play
a
'em off Game
dev
Pass.
version of Halo 1. I
You should
have.
play Cursed Halo. That's what we need to play.
Yeah. Actually,
Game.
Big
Yes.
Magnum.
I'm gonna
Yes.
cry and play Marathon though at the end of this year though.
It looks like dog water.
The good old prequel series.
It's not a prequel.
Actually,
I know.
Speaking
You
of
said it's not a
Halos-
prequel, but
Marathon's so good.
Speaking of Halos, do you guys remember the old compilation movie Halo Legends?
Yeah, that thing was
yeah,
sick.
vaguely.
That's what got me into anime. I won't lie.
Oh, so my favorite one is when they had the freaking master. They had that one goofy ass freaking Spartan drop kicking dinosaurs.
So that was the same studio who did Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, I know, and I love it.
Yeah, I out of my favorites, that is in there, but it's like my least of the favorites. It's like 3 or 4 maybe for me.
Oh, I love it because it's just a breath of fresh air, and you can know it's just kind of a joke kind one, but kind of, I wanted it for no stupid reason. It scratched a funny little itch.
No, I get you. My absolute favorite out of them, I think it's just called the Sniper or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Because I love ODSTs. They've always been my favorite in Halo. Like, don't get me wrong, John Master Chief, hell yeah. But like something about some normal random dude being like, you know what? Put me in the pod, I'm going down. Like, I don't know, this is kind of badass to me. So the Sniper one is definitely number 1. Number 2, Be Human. The artwork is fantastic for Be Human. B, it really is still a tearjerker to this day, and I don't care what anyone says. I'll stand by that. I get a little welled up even now. But also, they tell the story and they set everything up for that one really well. I like it at least.
How about the graphics? Compared to,
I
played Halo. I think it was the first one where you're shooting like the aliens
Yeah,
off the
all of them.
ship. I mean,
No, I get you though.
how's the difference in like graphics and?
So these ones aren't games. It's like they're mini series.
Okay.
You guys want to pause this for a minute and grab some food?
Yeah, sure. We'll be right back after this ad break.
Fuck it, we keep it going.
Keep it going.
All right, we'll just edit it out.
No, we just eat and go, man.
That's fair. No, it's a mini series. So it's like a whole bunch of 30 to 40 minute episodes all piled into one like movie.
Yeah.
But they're a really good watch. I think you can find them on Amazon actually.
They're also on
YouTube
for free as well.
Oh, that's so true. Oh,
Lights out.
Yo! Oh my god.
it wasn't.
Destroying the set.
It wasn't Titan, bro. I don't know what you want to do about that. Oh, he's getting warm. God damn.
Imagine being Halo players.
Yeah, Halo players are just dead inside.
Yeah, we are.
Halo players are just ruined.
Honestly.
Like, ever since 343 got their hands on this shit, it's been dead.
You know what? Hot take here, and maybe it's because the time-honored tradition is to play Halo with my dad. At least the first playthrough of the campaign, my dad and I always do. Just us. But like, Halo Infinite wasn't that bad. I actually really. I mean, granted, I played it a year after launch, but I mean, I had fun with it. My dad and I enjoyed it. It was good. I mean, the storyline.
Get your butt back in the seat. Pizza's being brought in.
Fair. The storyline was a little lackluster for my taste. You could definitely tell when the budget cuts came in. My throat's a little dry. But yeah, you can tell when
Barbecue chicken pizza.
you can tell when like the cuts hit, because the first half of the story isn't too bad. No, there's some really good parts of it too. I kind of like how it touches with Master Chief's struggle of humanity, because they just they mention it, but then they backseat it for all the other games, right? And like in Infinite, you can tell he's really trying to like be a human for this guy that he doesn't even know, right? Like, I don't know. I think it could have been a hell of a lot better if 343 would pull their head out of their ass and let, developers who like the Halo franchise fucking work on it.
But the entire thing is like they don't understand John Master Chief's character. Also, like,
I love that his name's John, but we're just referring to him ambiguously as John Master Chief. So it fits, but it makes us sound like slow.
There was Sergeant.
Well, that's Sergeant Johnson.
and he is a Generation 1 freaking Spartan.
That's why the Flood couldn't take him over, because he actually snapped his spine in two testing out the Mjolnir armor.
Copy.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Set down.
it's genuinely getting ridiculous that
Thank you.
The only people that John is willing to be human towards
are not in the game. The
Yeah.
only people that you know who it is?
His team in Cortana.
Blue Team. No, it's just Blue Team. Cortana is not even really on there.
That's fair. That's fair. He is kind of very like, I don't want to say short, sweet, and to the point, but he doesn't really like show that side of him to her.
Yeah, he tries to be.
Well, he
best-
does in 4, but
I don't count 4 as canon.
That's
It's
fair.
Bullshit.
I mean, it is, but I'd really rather it not be.
So Halo ended at Reach, man.
Like I said, it might be a hot take, but I enjoyed Infinite. But then again, ever since, I was like 6 when Halo 2 came out, and ever since then, my dad and I have always just played the campaign together. So, it's a little different,
I jumped in on Halo 1.
I
pretty
stole your
late-
chair, sorry.
You're good, brother.
Pretty late in the series. But it was completely worth it.
Get in here so that you can get as close as you can. Only played Reach. That was the only one I ever played. I thought it was great. Otherwise, I've never enjoyed Halo.
Yeah, I loved Halo. It is after Halo 4 and the bolt shot could one-shot clean an entire room of people if you knew how to use it right and kept the ammo right. Yeah, no, screw that.
No clue what that was.
The bolt shot was essentially a charge-up micro hand cannon that if you got up and close with it and barrel snuffed a person, you can essentially wipe them off of the field, snap their bolt shot, and rinse and repeat that. It was pretty much like a charge pistol, but you didn't have to melee. So it wasn't charge, burn yourself, punch them in the throat, and murder them.
Oh, nice. Thanks.
Cool. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to wait on
I
my review.
see. I'm an assault rifle supremacist.
I'm a BR lover, so I.
BR is good. I do love myself a good BR. What was wrong for you guys? I miss being able to dual wield the SMGs.
Oh, me too.
I think most of us are kind of getting to the point like Halo peaked from Halo 2 to Halo Reach.
The best addition to Halo wasn't even a Halo game. It was called Splitgate.
Yep. You know what's so funny? I was actually just thinking about that game the other day. Couldn't remember the name, but I remembered that it was like really tough but fun. Like I had fun with it more than anything.
Yeah,
I died all the fucking time, but
Splitgate 2 is depressing.
there's a second Splitgate,
It's in development.
or did they
and
Counter Strike it?
That's criminal.
I want to call
Should have never done it. Gonna get a lot of hate from Counter Strike fans.
Oh,
I'm not.
absolutely.
As a Counter-Strike fan, I'm over here baffled.
Literally. I can't imagine a more simple, imperfect game.
Like Dota.
Minecraft.
Hey,
You
Jack,
want to go to the fucking
how's
end,
that one down?
kill the Ender Dragon,
Battery.
go to the end cities, go kill the fucking Warden. Like, there's
can't
so
make-
much to do. It's that simple.
I can't make that joke with cameras rolling.
Did you already take this one out?
Alright, Coach D could.
Yeah, Dota.
Super complicated game, but very basic to the core. League of Legends and every other game after has been trying to rip it off.
OG Doom. How about that one? OG
I-
Doom. Shoot demon.
Yo, okay, I can get behind that.
We're back to Doom.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Doom
sorry,
is just.
I love that game.
Yeah, what? What am I supposed to say? Doom is a bad game?
Dude,
Yeah.
the original Doom still baffles me to this day because it is the same, game engine, quote unquote, because there wasn't really game engines back then, but like.
No, it's a
Is
game
it?
engine. Yeah.
I'm not a developer, I don't know.
I-
I appreciate that though.
I'm a hobbyist.
Okay. Is basically the same engine as like Super Mario Brothers. It's technically a 2D space, and you move sideways through it, and then you zoom in as you move around.
Yeah,
Move
it
around.
uses a kind of a form of parallaxing.
Yeah. You're like zooming into the skybox slowly, type thing. I think. At least that's how I understand it.
Yes and no. So you have a pretty much a wall system. It's pretty much a build off of Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
Wolfenstein was more of that because it was like a dungeon crawler but faster. And then you had a Blicky.
What the fuck? Blicky?
Yeah, you gotta have a little
Yeah.
fun with this.
It's just.
It
It
doesn't
came
phase
out
me.
of nowhere, man. It came out of nowhere.
I got
I never know what to expect with this guy. God damn.
In short, expect nothing.
I'm figuring that out slowly.
Well, you are just a little tardy.
That's, a little as might be an understatement.
Yeah, that's fair.
So you're killing Nazis with the Blicky in a faster scenario than you would in like Elder Scrolls 2. What is it? Arena, where you're like moving around.
The first one.
I thought it was
Arena was the
Daggerfall
first one.
or.
Daggerfall's
Arena.
Okay,
Daggerfall,
okay, so I had it inverted.
Yeah.
Or like Wizardry or Ultima originally.
Yeah. Okay. I only played the Wolfensteins that were 3D and came out most recently. I wasn't a big fan of the Colossus one. Although I do really like the one where Germany takes over America, and within the first 5 seconds of the game, you get the choice to beat an SS officer's head in with a fire extinguisher. Peak.
That's a
Peak.
nice intro.
Dude, it was great. Well, so you're supposed to not do that, but
Yeah.
if you look at the fire extinguisher, it gives you the option, and I was like, he's a Nazi. It's kind of my moral obligation.
One of my favorite times in video games killing a Nazi is riding a T-Rex and then having like 2 pterodactyls come down and ripping them to shreds.
Were you in a public arc lobby or something? Like, what the fuck?
No, this was like Dino D-Day.
That's a fucking game?
Yeah, it was pretty fucking sick.
I love this game. I look on the encyclopedia instead of the ghost, and I mean that with like all love and respect. Dude, we should just put him. We should be the ones behind the camera.
No, I don't.
Jesus Christ.
No.
That's why I'm behind the camera.
There's reasons he's behind the camera. He wants his anonymity.
And an enemy.
See an enemy.
I'm trying to have a stroke.
Yo, Nemo, chill.
I didn't see that movie until like a couple years back. That shit was crazy.
Really?
Oh, I didn't grow up watching Disney.
That's fair.
I learned my Disney lore from that shitty game Kingdom Hearts.
Oh God.
I just want to know how the key is simultaneously blunt and sharp enough to cut through things.
So it doesn't cut through anything that is not evil. So it is blunt to good objects, but it's sharp to quote unquote darkness.
You had to ask.
If I hit someone who's good over the head hard enough with it, it's still gonna fucking hurt.
Yes, but they're not dead.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. If you see the size of the Keyblade,
I have a
you get a
replica
nice
at my house.
swipe. They're going down.
I have one at my house, and yes, they do kill people with keyblades. That's why there was a 1,000-year war with them.
You're gonna
Fuck.
Gwen somebody.
Speaking of random blades and stuff like that, I don't know if I've told you guys. Do you guys want to know what my father gave me as a graduation present from high school?
What was it? A pistol knife?
No. That would have been really cool, but I was kind of 18, and you can't own a pistol at 18 anymore.
But you can own a knife.
Huh?
Not true.
You can
buy one from a store, but you can buy one or be gifted one from a relative.
And
so-
yes, pistol knives are legal. You just have to worry about having black powder on your food.
That's fair, but if I wanted black powder all over me, I'd just go with a Navy revolver or something, dude. Like,
They're pretty. It's the exact same thing, but it has a fork or a knife on there.
I like the,
Listen,
I like the ones with the lanterns that hang down. Like at the beginning of Django.
So you're supposed.
creeping around in the dark.
So you're supposed to be on your pirate ship, eating your spaghetti or some bullshit, and
I don't
then,
think they had a hardtack and dry beef. That was it.
I don't give a fuck right now. They're eating some shit, and fucking.
Yo, maybe the Italians had something going for them there.
Whip out your knife with a pistol in it, and you can kill them. You can whip out a fork with a pistol in it and kill them. They had spoons with pistols in them.
Listen, when it came back to single shot weapons, I think Blackbeard had the right idea. Just carry like 20 fucking pistols on you. If they're all single shot, one of them's got to hit.
Yeah,
You don't gotta worry
imagine
about
if
reloading.
even your cutlery was pistols.
That was nuts.
I don't think that's how that
So
works.
like the brass knuckles that flip down into a revolver.
Oh my.
Okay, there's used
Although
to
that feels
be.
like it'd be in line with the Sig P320 and just go off in your hand.
Oh, so here's a fun
We're
one.
bleeping that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. They're pretty pissed about that right now, actually.
Dude, they've been pissed about that. What are you talking about?
So-
They've been fighting that one for years.
There
Yeah, I
used
know,
to
but they
be
dug it
a
up like a month ago for
Russian
no reason.
axe, right, that took shotgun rounds.
That just makes me think of Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer.
That was a good one. I've seen that one.
That was like a fun watch.
So it was made to shatter doors.
Mm-hmm.
You swing the axe, you trigger the shotgun rounds, and also you get an axe swing out of it.
Yeah.
So you,
They didn't last long,
So you're like a fireman and a SWAT guy mixed up.
pretty much. But you're swinging that into a room that you're expecting to kill everybody.
That's not
just go rushing in,
Back
screaming,
west.
hold my beer. I got some boys I need to take care of on the other side of this wall here.
A lot of people like
That's why they made the master. It just feels like a master key at this point.
It was.
Ye old
No matter
master
what
key.
door it is, no matter how thick it is, I'm getting through this door.
and then people would just run in with claymores after that and just start chopping at people.
Exactly.
Who else grew up getting called slurs because they put the master key on their M4 in Modern Warfare 2?
Fucking
Hold up.
right.
Which Call of Duty? Are we talking MW1 or
I just said Modern
MW2?
Warfare 2.
Okay.
Yeah, it was M-dubs.
I actually, what's funny, I didn't play Modern Warfare 1 until after I played Modern Warfare 2.
I shattered my leg on a bicycle just to play MW1.
I've never played MW1.
I would do it again.
I'd do it again. I'd
The
do
last
anything.
time I played
Play or
Modern
shatter your
Warfare
leg?
1.
Which one?
Both.
The last time. The
Left
last
leg.
time I played
man.
Modern Warfare 1, I jumped into a lobby and my entire team left. It ended up 8v1 and I stayed the entire game.
At that point, somebody's got to switch teams, just out of pity.
No.
No, they didn't. But I got mad props afterwards.
Like, I love doing a good old pug server like that, but they just make me sad sometimes.
That always happened to me in Titanfall 2, though.
Don't talk to me about my beloved.
Did you hear they released some details on Titanfall 3?
I don't give a
You hear
fuck
they
about
canceled
that.
it?
No. This was like recently, I guess.
Yeah, and they already canceled it.
Again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the third time they've canceled
Fifth.
it.
Yeah.
But to be fair, the fifth time they've canceled it.
Yeah, and one time it became Apex.
Well, to be fair, with what I saw about it, I was also like, I am no longer excited for Titanfall 3.
Yeah,
Close.
and that's what got canceled.
I still can't believe they tried to play off Apex Legends as Titanfall 3 for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm still upset about that.
But yeah, no. EA.
Yeah, you could have just asked me. I already know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know. Like, I'm just over here. It's like, oh yeah, EA was developing it. But yeah, EA just...
No, EA was not developing it. That
Can I
was the
make this a
publisher.
hateful
Yeah.
episode and also shit on EA?
no, we can't do that yet.
Um,
I'm already
it-
breaching that line.
it wasn't EA. It was Respawn, and
It was
yes.
Repay Entertainment.
Respawn is not doing the artistic thing that they were known for, and their games can feel it, and it just feels bad.
Wait, you mean Respawn is like slowly imploding because they stretched themselves too far?
No. It's that they went with a art style that was unhealthy.
Yeah.
So what
They
they
cell shaded. Fuck, Apex Legends launched with cell shading at the I
so
thought at least. I never played it.
So, what happened is it started on a modified version of Source Engine that is branched off of the Portal 2 development kit.
Portal 2 is such a good game.
So, it ran very well. And it used a lot of modified pieces of Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
I totally see it now. There's a couple places I see it.
So, in the fundamental level, it is a Source game. They are not willing to upgrade the engine to Source 2. As well as, they keep pushing this engine to a point where it is just bleeding.
Real quick.
No. Because I'm going to have to finish this before my brain skips a beat. So the Xena engine that they're running, that is the name of this Counter-Strike modified Portal engine, is dying, as well as they used to make their 3D models based off of real model kits, and they don't do that anymore. So you cannot customize your guy in the way that you used to in old Titanfall games, which made the replayability and the armor bits make more sense, but you can't sell them as well as you do skins.
Right.
And so they ruined their own art scheme. which ruined the Titanfall lore, which ruined essentially making their own store because they couldn't itemize things properly. And everything started falling apart because
they can't maintain the game engine because the game engine's already been figured out by hackers years ago.
Well, I also like you can play Titanfall 2. There are still official servers.
No,
you
you
gotta
can't.
be careful. Not anymore.
Nope, Titanfall 2 servers are been down for a long time now, and you have to play a hacked version of Titanfall 2 to play Titanfall 2.
Yeah,
Maybe like within the last year.
we played at least 2 years ago, and it was official servers.
Those servers are still modded servers.
Oh, they're like official but modded.
Yes.
Okay. That would explain some of the maps we were getting. That might fucking suck. There's a tiny ass map. It was
So
literally like shit.
now jump in, Captain. I know too much on this shit.
So I was actually just thinking because I feel like I heard, was it Respawn that was doing the Knights of the Old Republic remake, or was that somebody else? Because I feel like initially it was.
It was Respawn, I think. I could have sworn.
That's what I thought. And now it's been passed through like 3 other fucking hands. Because we're now at the point where Saber Interactive, they broke off from Embracer and they've confirmed they're working on it, but who knows how far into the process they are. It's been 4 years in development.
Name me a trustworthy game that Saber's made. I really like. All I know them for is making the Doom 2016 multiplayer. And,
That was so bad.
And
I didn't even know they made that. I'm a little angry now.
And what else did they do? And they did pieces of Halo Infinite and 5.
I think.
That explains so much. Probably the bad bits, huh?
God.
I don't know.
Is that Starfield at the top of the list?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say that explains so much.
It looks like a knockoff version of Starfield from what you've seen just on.
Yeah, I was like, I can't
It's
see
a
much
game
of it.
called Turok Origins.
You best be watching very closely. Talking trash on Turok though.
Never
I
played
said it looks
Turok,
like-
but
I don't know which one that is, but
it's new. It's new.
You
Release
talk bad
to
on
be
Turok
announced.
1 and 2 though.
Oh.
We go.
It's TBA.
Oh, they can suck me off then.
It's in development right now. I remember I've seen the. I saw the trailer for it, and it looks good in the trailer, but then again,
Do they have a badass Native American about to kill some aliens and dinosaurs? Because if they don't, I'm not in.
I think that's what they've got.
I want to time travel.
Hey,
I want time traveling Native Americans.
Space Marines 2.
Yeah, that is one good game then. I'll
Okay.
give them that one.
Like I said, what I know them for.
Space Marine 2
Mud
almost
Runner.
plays like old school Gears.
Mud
Mud
Runner's
Runner?
another one, yeah.
Alright, so that's 2. I didn't. Let's put it this way.
Also Snow Runner.
I mean,
World
basically
War
the same
Z.
game.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give it that one.
Oh, Insurgency
World War Z was
Standstorm.
fun.
Insurgency Sandstorm. Yeah.
I haven't I downloaded that one. I haven't played it yet because nobody wants I feel like that's one of those games you gotta get like a squad of buddies with or something, and no one wants to play that. But it looks and sounds so good.
Targa.
I already said I'm the extract.